Amama mamumo some video no that's what United Television watching so am I try ho akwaba yatena see die na ye de fraud anas kama letino na ye de ebrewo ansana no ma yenhye ho kran quickly na afe ye ne yen certified fraud examiner and a professional crime investigator Ransford Nana Adekye Enkomo kakra. As you might know me by now, I like taking opportunity of events and then encouraging myself and you too with it. So I just picked my Bible. I said, let's look at what we can encourage ourselves with this untimely death of our honorable member of parliament. So let's take something from Ecclesiastes 3:1. Everything I'm reading from the Good News version, everything that happens in this world happens at the time God chooses. He sets the time for birth and he sets the time for death. Other version says that there's time for everything. There's time and season for everything in this world. A time to be born and a time to die. The unfortunate thing is that we don't have control over some or all of these things. We don't determine when we should be born, who should give birth to us, which family we should come from, which country we should be born in, and we don't determine when we should die. Therefore, the death of the living is the death of someone is a reminder to the living that you are here as a sojourner. So plan your life, live your life as though you are a visitor. Indeed you are. You are just a guest on this earth. Don't live too comfortable and do things as though nobody controls you. There is a bigger entity, there is a higher person that controls your life. I remember one time a pastor said, live every day as if it is your last day on earth. How do you live that? Live peaceably with all men. Live a life worthy of God's blessings. Live a life good of emulation. Live a life worthy of memories, so that one day, because we all do not know when we'll go. Death will come when it chooses to come. If not, the elders wouldn't tell us that all tree dies and the fresh trees too die. We just wish and prayed that our brother and our honorable member would have stayed a little longer. But who are we? We are like mere clays in the hands of the potter, and he molds us and he shapes us and he chooses when to call us home. That is why we need to live our lives for him and to know that we are sojourners. So I'll end by saying, let love lead. I pray ni nyina enkosi baabia nkum ene nantitwitwa otan hunu kasantwie akutiabo otan asisire emim awiamu brother sister ene ye waha ochina ye ni ha osenkafo no ose dien ose bibiara wo ne mre ebra ye bewo yen ne ebra ye bewo na de wo mu ne se no krepa ne se yenim he senki ye nyan yanka ye ho ye kua Ghana akwawe yi so ahonchire yi mu awie yi kempe ha mika che madam for me se me yankasa no hwe me aka ye wo me wo Switzerland na Switzerland body ne kura me no three yenya yankanya busua ye firi mu nie yenya ya nankanye kunu we nie wade yenya ya nankanye mma we nie bewo na so enya wo na wo bechusi ekunu de wo na wo chusi na busua de enya wo na wo chusi se wo hu sa enti esese wo hu se ebre bi beso empani kan asem bi wo se dua mu no bu dua wo ye bu enya sa se krachu be ko ne fie ne nana bi wo ho ne maami bi wo ho enso wo sign hu awu emfie aduanan e kire wo se emre no nye ye dia nti ye tiasie yi esese ye ka hu se ye ya hoho eni amanfrafo eyese ye betena ha anigye mu eyese ye betena ha odomu eyese ye betena ha kroye mu na ma ye renso amfi ye hu se daachi bi ye wo baby fofroko nananom se ye beko asasa mando o man foforo bi na yenu a yenso ye gye Kristo die no yese ye beko ya gye nkwa no ho ya wo gye ala die nso se obeko ala ho enu ntini a wo ye bia no gidie bia wo kura mu no unim se sa wia wo yase sa asase so no onne wo ho enanya wo dia ti osofo ne se bobra enese enne ye wo da etwato e wo asase so na se eto na ahoboa ben e na waye nsiesie ben ena wayo efise emre ene na anyway e wo dio hatamu no nkumi echi nyame mo aye nyina na ye ntumi emmo ye mbra se ahoho ene amanfrafo e wo sawie ase na na mache na ho te sen
nyame adom na wo so e
adom me so me ho ye efie boko
sene aka ye na no oba de ne ope no ye
yeah
ti papa ba e sum bone so ba e sum na so ye da na sese ye tinkwam
ye da na se ti na de echi ya ne ya da na se no se ya dum bi arakwa na so nkrofo so twa ye pa ye boy ye braza ye ya hohoi obi be sam ni fifira bresa ne kakrawa na obi di adwen kese ono de o se won te de ye ken nti ene employee fraud narrowing down to bank fraud last week ye can be see saying ese se wan kasa wo bank se wo nkoso a ene app aba use app and also aka che se e wo hwa akọ bank wo te se o che mystery shopping no e wo hwa akọ bank wo kọhwe se suma no kra wo se suma nye se wo di sika be suma no eni ti na o ma ye app no and na ba sika ni bi wo mu edura Ghana ye pe cash pa
ne ye kan ye ne se sika ye soa na dakama e de koto ade ye njai
okay
because me create scenario bi obi e kwa akoto iron rods ne cement ne ma akwa akosi dan almost 500,000 Ghana cedis na ya wako bank akwa akoyi sika no e de ahye bottom asa asoa e de akọ bebi okwa akoto ne amen
okay
nipa na oji sika ni yo no so besa asoa na de aba bank
bank krona
yeah just with your card awukita obetumi aye sa transaction way
okay
from your bank app obetumi ase ni sika no amma nipa na ono kwa akoto ade wo de ho no ono so na akoto na account mu
okay
inti se ye sa na ma we a robbery se ye makete sika de ko we no nkofo bi aba betwa magisika no nyina to etwa so se mitua wo ka wo account me so mo account all our neighboring countries go to Nigeria, go to Togo say sika ye so an ye jai
es Nigeria for the coins we cry no year POS es your mo POS
o fa ha sesi apa give me your number papa pam I transfer amount
okay
it is a sika na because more environment to so sika say be hweme fin sem e de tue gina so
yeah
intimate so obi ekite sika ko baby obi aboni tu agiska na ya na mbisa me say we learning as a country sa na employees so a form adwuma mo nim say instead of say ye di POS any momo any bank account be transfers ye pe cash ye pe se hu sisika ni nie one it promote counterfeit
okay
sa sika physical cash ye nso anko no two it increases crime
okay
three employees no more ho na so physical nko no papa bi 250,000
o di bedwane
also akotwa bet boy ni so this kana akotwa bet o
can you imagine
papa no wo plumbing shop iron rods cement see nti omo ye sales wia omo this kana so man so fan koto bank 2 days omo hu boy no
okay
obebo ye call report to police station a we dwane ko ni krom so this kana akotwa bet
okay
Emma will lose it no odwen san ko be or the be twa ne ho kakra
okay
nti all these things one let us encourage digital payments se sia no abiro bi eni krom ha biom momo wo ho PO wo so ATM wo ho transfer wo ho and we are growing as a nation
e-levy should ni ho
ka biom
enu de ni esuru pa
enu de na ka wana we don't have any justification again
okay but say your bank ho na ankasa so a eya na enkrofo wuti mu pose bank se tellers so se staff no ya na omo ene akrofo ni bi so edi nkomo enti bi o wa wo be yiska no da wo be yiska na wo be dru fie na akrofo aba wo so ebi o so a wo kona na so mu di wonte
Nti ya me who be paying. Okay. In my investigations, I have seen and confirmed what you are saying before.
I see.
But these things happen because you're mahokwain.
Oh.
First of all, yes, I then was a head water Koyisi Kefi Bank. That is one. Number two, so okay, last week make I say an average bank in this country employ nipa 1,200 to 1,500.
Okay.
Until nipa boni for kakra bedeng ebe wom.
Na yo munye checks and normal form.
Oh yeah. Oh say the Oko CID headquarters now so a bank for nyina so mo nkoye check and nipa 1,500 no. Me sure so be obi or you convicted.
Okay.
Because the system now we kromo ha no. Say this year the work court my court a jail as you do dimbe sa record no.
Okay.
Into obi a no ko wi there and the database usually is not any omo ho nkasa. There is no friend is saying me who said American
correlation.
There's no correlation.
Okay.
Into obi akoye bibi o mamobi obi akoye bibi o kanda obi akoye bibi o hase a police one na momo hwe me case ono so ko beli obi o CID headquarters. Into all these things no. Yes.
We nku entise bank for the
exactly.
Say me best point branch wo Achimota me kosunyane a ye boss still
yes.
Be humi.
Una original okoyi sika na wa ha koyi say they will see it.
But police
into our into we need to work on these things. Okay. It does not only apply to the banks. Okay. It applies to a lot of cases nipa bone for wo adwuma mu a omudi bone a no masa ko bibia kwa akodi bone because we are not linking the platforms.
Okay.
Now yeah I also mentioned something say check I sign say I sign check atoho say obi mi hie sika me fro na the amount a shewa akoyi ama me.
Yes.
E ade bi was ye jai. I proceeded to say, so apart from checks, we should stop pre-signed forms. Say form be a fili biano. Man sign signature and to be fili the information be access roha. Ebe kobeto. Oya there one and sign. Into men sign form will be fili. Wa fili what the answer was sign because bibia nipa ne pese or the chrono sem shesro no. O signature na was here.
And also
we need to
in fact you said it's a una sign to
una sign
that there was so na una
but what you have to say aha so signature na was here into ko baby no be so the open term sign na ko dangerous
me fill form na kanama
o se bi akwa akoyi sike bi na exercise na ko a uye no ka cho so be 1 million instead of 100,000 eno anu no what you have to o de ko baby a what you have to na sign until you don't do these things.
Okay.
Until I know some of the schemes are was say okay. Cash suppression baka ho asem. Disika koto bank mame. Especially my medrem di fuyi. Me de me nimra de ko banko. Into once abawe bia wa bɔ ne pons. Krat bia wa hye ne coat. De bia oba se wo je koto ho mame. Nipa ne nye teller.
Okay.
Bank teller pay the discount banko. Managing director kraka to see face kama me. Wo banka. Me fa ma no.
But me wa ma me bi wo mokola me money din once o kana konsem chere me bank bia omo de won se na sen bank for na ankasa ba wo ho ebe pick cash no de omo pick ye no ankodru sa nti ene eye court case
very sad
bi wo bank for na abase ya be pick
very sad eno no ya arrangement e wo hihye wo ho
okay
na protocols is o di ekire a entisa sa asem ni si enu bia na make you
okay
ebi ana omo mefa e no omo ye nipa nti maame enu anse sai ha mame uwie ye say 500,000 ade mo ma ono ko enu akobo se 200,000 ade ma no nso so wasan ase se no kre so what you say nti na ewo mu ni se maba ya kan sika nyina ewo me shop
okay
bank for no ye nyina age atum se 300,000 ye ba be fa maame sai ha bank ni na sai ha ukita copy of krata no bank no sikita copy asa na sa wo ba na ozo mu pente mu de mu fa nkoda mu nko kan na later also scam nko kan ye sen so we have used time as an excuse ye ni bre ye pentem school fees also teacher no me discount my man kan po also scam de ma me kran so nti ye mre na ye pentem no e besika sema ya unni time a men disika sem nya botre ne en kan sika no ne ye nyina ngi ntum se sika ne dodo sei ene ye de ma wasan yase customers wasan yase
okay
it is a very unfortunate incident
okay
na se bia bebi o mo kan sika ne bia na cameras bi wo ho a anka beboa ama mo hwe sika e de ma mo 50 bundles 10 nti sei ne o mo cho paper ne so na nye no
okay
nti sa ne ma ne nyina eye den eboa ya mpese ne ya gina checks ko kakra ko bibi koso okrom ha ama adwuma ranum bebre
na akra nko na ekoso Ghana nyina ti dem so kan no man mu ha mame
inti o man mu ha complaints na enya no nkrofo the check di body
okay
check
kwan ben so
ye free bibi o potokasem check kiting check kiting
eno so e den
no ya onimpa se wu ni sika o account mu anasa account no kra we bue no kra no ya block his account no ba check book no da so wo
no we issue
watoto nema no asa ma pressure se mo nto ameko be bia akoto na na obi opeso oton ade with ahopepre no wasoa nema na ma no de ko
afedi obeko akọ present check no
sa check rekwe bia no wa present credit da e na problem no wo no
okay
your settlement and your clearing cycle no nti ya se check bi beto account ma yen wie process ne kra no benya alert I kire sike bi enam kwan so a eba
but clear see mo be ka say 3 working days
it can even be the same day say express checker clearing na ne woman say ya o bank ne me bank enyepe nti say o ma check dey de ba me bank a afi na me bank for e de beto system no ama wo bank ama approval say check ya be sika wo mana customer no ye papa yentua na me yentua inti sa alert na wenya ne kire se check na ba bedu paying bank ne ho yensaka enu nkire se yetua sika inti na mesrate efo ne se woni obi di djuma na so ma check na se wo balance increase ya alert is not enough to part with the goods ya sa se mo ehia me pa
okay
obesua ye hu dedea but no beka ne se ye de na bank ne ma alert bank no mo na ma esa mfum suoi ko mo ma alert enu ti na me de ne ma ne mai me hu container ye de ko
me gina mama bank for no but ye musa say alert no mo de ma wo so ready na wo ti ase because mostly no first one na be ba na be unsa kan say this check ye tua to accounting but no find the account who say yet to be cleared or to be cleared to be who before cleared no ho nsem wo ho into who kan ye no sa na ka kire wo say bia yet to be cleared ana sesen ansa na echire no wa be hu say wa senya second alert say deposit say ya make
it hanging
yes
inti me fa sa kwan we so message ye alert no edwedifo no omo de omo ni to so dodo ubetumi aseni obiska say ya nipa na nkasa be boko da check ne balance o si menya alert yo alert yam frame ma say betumi delay
ampao
iti obi ko be boys no ndwo mu de omo koto ade omo yi ni nyina na omo trans na omo create SMS na omo say OTP o se fako yeah inti alert ya de bia we are abusing it in this country because metumi asend no SMS in any form ebeba
okay
because SMS enye controlled portal
okay
inti asori kra metumi criticize bia ya wa asori awoko mesene we me ona mesene ebeba
okay
inti se wunya oni obi ya de no se mama o check metu esika ko system no so say mo abo na check say o balance no increase ana me hwe ka so mate pepe inti alert abenti fane ma ne ko dangerous
okay
wo shop wo container mu wo port wo hefa wo dwema obi to ade a nya abotre 30 seconds na de be check no ense mate se phone na identify na ma ne ko
na omo to ade no ntumi nim so omo nyina ya akronfo a na omo nyina na ya akronfo a pressure omo be ma o pa chofa de ma ne ma me na sa de no bank na be ma wallet check ni nie enti pressure bi odi be sinipa ne so no
enti ya that sense of urgency no that sense of urgency me ka say status come alert no ade akronfo pe so me ma pressure ye close sesi a wanye ni sesi a anytime bi obi di pressure be si so no ya tobo na hwemu ye
okay
it is one of my strap
because pacho mama pressure
me
pressure
because ejuma bi wo baabi na me do country ni so ana omo so a files be say me sign na omo inclusive omo deal na am so na me fi airport be do ye kra afi na me te ha me di do the ade aba so ma driver say me sign on jimra enti mu nko over the weekend me hwem
okay
ya ne ma me hu wo sa aka me sign anka by this anka me ni meguase It will be mal pressure, need you now so mal pressure. And the amount check.
Honorable members for no ministers ne DC for no mumpiki kiwa because ubeshani say Saturday and I will call ye pressure be no na director dia ba honorable we no esese usan mai esese ko give it to me quick afeba ko ba contract is na enye sa na say
eno anu no strategy obu you see akwa bi odi dwuma bi wa dwuma bi a che no ono ne oye ne say onim say the manager teachire
okay
until by 5 no wapon enya ball 4:55 no de na ba hwe man ni enko
on the 5 minutes ni be ma
wow who say ko 5 minutes to close no de aba until ya time and urgency is one of the things we need to watch if we want to deal with crime
okay
until check kite no e ade bia e hard dream until say what on car what on
omo issues are check omo nim say e crime ana e criminal so be
so nim ni oye onim ni oye ko hu ni wan. And some of these people, bank bia omo account. Into check, the more checkbooks bebre. See, I see and sign check. They will to me issue checks. Best the oh. Into men sheni pane dressing. Oh, papa da care mu no buy no be man in fanko. O share na quota washi onye ni pa bone.
What team tie?
Omo be sunde bia.
Oh.
They come and they are whipping. Ko car what on 200,000 car. But their mama here the call. And the check has been returned. Yes, at the end of the day, also be alert. When you alert, I don't just win your scar. Alert in your scar, yeah. Young cabin native funti. Alert in your scar.
Okay.
See, can in your account my own the balance I day increase.
And I say a back critical. Ultimate friend bank relationship manager. Musani say, "My Shama me say check way a genuine."
That be more problem. When the and you see,
but wait to me I any sir.
Wait to me I and you even have app. I'll bet to me I call. No watch check me alert basically metal mo. Don't release any goods if you have not seen your balance increase the amount of your transaction.
Nana ebi anani panen soji. Boni for ho na papa nso na de nso say express kure be take 24 hours.
If you pay before 12 o'clock ebedu enyume na onsa beka.
Enti emfa ne say nipa na tu ade no 10-11 o se meje. Sano so be ma check kra advice ne say se busa ne say express check ana eno kra ne bra be 1 ana 2 ana say express pacho ji say 3 days so
eno no ya say ade 24 hours ye nko 3 days ni ma ni bi
okay say 24 hours
within 24 hours
ka che ni pa ne say pacho twen to amo 3 4 no wetimi abeje
na onim se wo hia no sometime ago make asem bi say
okay
memfa ahopepre enkoto nema enko esa your bargaining power is even low
ampa
inti
nipa no
onim sa de mi hia no next week ma check nene clear by next week no akofa nema no
okay
na so wo gira ho a wo sign check na so me de nema na eko
emergencies do happen
exactly but you see yeah when you have businesses that are established say be wa many UTV ye BB when you give your friends a UTV mouth checker you know their office you know it's okay they have a reputation to protect now yeah somebody walks into your factory and that same they will name nipa no you don't even know baby we have something we call KYC you need to know your customer obi a on start here juma and then you chine ya unim baby or what and one is all know about the tracks about besisa na manako or check and now you push the things. It is not done. So you need to be very watchful. Check the relationship very well. Do not check nipan appearance. Say, yeah, my share coat here. We are not my share coat in here. Me ko iya kwako. Ako 2 amena bi wo baby and answer me kwako 2 blocks bi wo baby. Ti nipan share coat no buy that came no buy. Now they prepare and dress so that they come and address you so that you part with your goods. Until I be also ye hwe ni check kiting. But start to check. Until we just started with the kiting. Now, a bimuso strategy ni say on the checks ni bebre.
You better appear up on that one.
Okay. On the issue checks ni bebre.
Okay.
Inti ebi a sika account ni muso there. And so that same amount now what checks ni be say 4 bank or 4.
Okay.
Inti wa be di ka bank na be nyeska.
10,000 e wa account ni mo a. Sa nipa be 4 watwa manana, watwa ma ya, watwa ma Randy, watwa ma Prince.
Yes.
Okay.
Inti nipa obedi ka oba kono no be.
No be nyeska nti mo train na train na mo wachi no.
Exactly.
Munya.
Inti eno no mutumi di BT banks no.
Okay.
And in when you come to banking college, when I teach tellers, I tell them say make sure say you finish the transaction and you key the transaction, because obi the banner this kind of man ko na later upon so akukey a obekọ na sika ni ho.
Okay. I tell it and so yes sir.
Yes sir, me so say yapona tell at ho no so because waboka transaction na we key no or the scanning my so me we are now afei na my fact check na my board system room that system na debiting.
And so wetua
ka dipa ne ko.
But or checking we say scanning them.
Nti ono de when key when who say scan dem nti eno ano but say nipa na issue checks wey say 4.
Am I withdraw?
Nti da obewie no na ohun acho. Nti ya I think that start the series on checks. We'll pay attention to banking fraud and check as a sub topic. Again.
Okay. Nancy Raymond Barnabas Domanye or say Shasia Nama in Forex trading. Intimate to Hama. Please let your brother give us more insight on Forex trading, as it seems to be what most people are investigating. You mean investing in now? Okay. Sapande Penna said, I'm so disappointed to see the recent changes in mobile banking fees. Previously, transferring from my mobile wallet to my bank account was free, but now I'm being charged. Additionally, when I transfer from my bank account to my mobile wallet, I'm also being charged. These fees are discouraging me from using mobile banking apps. Nana, there you go.
I think it's a bank specific. Into only banks because there are fixed transaction fees was now near how me from your own wallet to your bank account in there. It's an internal transaction. It's a personal transaction.
Okay.
And ideally, there shouldn't be a charge.
What much charge you da?
Then it's something that it needs to be taken up.
Me wo bank bi o mo color ye orange. Se me yi free meme account mu e de come mobile app so a omotim.
Oh, then we need to get them to speak to it because they are minimum said this anke charge.
You say how much charge da? Say me bank for no ni momo. Maybe I make come and say my show. Say no me enye fine kra.
Mate.
Nti nana ye da serious for nana Nigeria a certified fraud examiner, professional crime investigator. Nana no pebia odomu ye said ye be ya ye be da ye ho so na ya obesin fifira no paper said ye ewi mu aye nka wo da ne de na wasori akobre akoye adwuma na obenya wo kakra wa wo simple nkapre na de wo se wono de won no won pam won hye na nso obedidi wo ubotom ukotoku mu accounts no de adwenkese no de ababe you anything ya ye mana na adoba na obecheche scam alert nti mawoni enna ho ye kwabasisia.
Hold one of our statutory meetings to discuss how far we've come over the last 6 months. I know that there are many things that we need to talk about. One was the issue of illegal mining. It's a very complex right, and I'm sure that the Minister of Lands advised you about it. It is not an easy one. Just this morning, I had to summon all the stakeholders in the anti-galamsey fight to my office in order that we can streamline their activities, because everybody is running helter-skelter and doing whatever they want. It has led to the rise of illegal task forces that are taking advantage of the situation. And so we held a very good meeting, and we're streamlining things. On the issue of governance, we've had the difficulty issue with regards to the suspension of the Chief Justice, and of course the Council of State was involved in a part of that process, and so we've done our part. The rest is left with the committee that was set up to come out with whatever its findings are, and based on that, whatever the consequential issues are will be dealt with. On the international scene, things, we've been meeting our obligations. I went to the AU. We have the media AU this weekend, so I'll be going to Malabo for it. Ghana is a champion on reparations, and so I'll be presenting a report on the advocacy for reparations. In September, we'll go to the UN General Assembly. We had left a free-for-all in the gold trading industry, and this country was hardly benefiting. I mean, in times past, we received only 50% of what we should get from our gold exports. Today, happily, the returns on gold exports has more than doubled, and that is responsible for part of the stability we're seeing in the currency. The establishment of the Gold Board was one of the important instruments in the reset agenda, and we made it illegal for any person unauthorized to buy gold and take it out of this country. And so the quantities have increased. Happily, the international price is good, and so we're seeing better Forex inflows into our central bank, and it's also leading to an increase in our reserves. We currently have about 6 months of import cover, one of the highest in the last.
It's instructive to note that both the Akuma and Eban discoveries were made under Akufo-Addo administration, and were among other discoveries made under that administration as a result of a deliberate plan for reserve replacement. The Akuma and Eban discoveries were all made within Cape 3 Point, Block 4 contract area under the Cape 3 Point CPT Block 4 Petroleum Agreement, which came to Parliament. ENI, as required by the CTP Block 4 Petroleum Agreement, formally issued 2 separate notices of discovery to the then Ministry of Energy, the Petroleum Commission, and the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. These discoveries were also announced or published by sections of the Ghanaian media. As provided for by the CTP Block 4 Petroleum Agreement, ENI is to meet its obligation to conduct appraisals of each of the 2 discoveries. Of each of the 2 discoveries, which is Akuma and Eban, requested the Akufo-Addo administration, Bawumia administration, to be permitted to effect a single but joint appraisal of the 2 discoveries to save costs and also fast-track the appraisal program to result in a shorter field development to production cycle in the event that the discoveries are found to be commercial upon appraisal. The Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration, as part of its commitment to speed up the processes involved in bringing Ghana's hydrocarbon resources to the surface quickly and to avert stranded resources in light of the energy transition, gave approval to ENI to undertake a joint but single appraisal program in respect of the Eban Akuma discoveries, which discoveries are now known as the Eban Akuma complex. This approval was issued by a letter to ENI by the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration dated 28 July 2022.
We were told by them that they will release Hanan to us around 8 p.m. and that we should even go home. They will bring him. We said, no, we're not leaving without Hanan. So they should release Hanan by 8 o'clock. We are prepared to stay here up to 8 o'clock and pick him to home. But they refused. And then around this time, they came back to tell us that, oh, the executive director is not around, and for that matter, they cannot, what we call it, do anything without his input. And we're surprised, because how can you keep somebody? Let us be honest with ourselves. How can you keep somebody for 13 good days? 13 good days. Why? You are violating the fundamental human rights of that particular person. For what reason? What crime has he committed? Even murderers are granted bails. Murderers are granted what we call it a bails. He's been here for 13 days. If actually you have evidence, exactly, to jail him, process him to court, take him to court, and then we'll meet in court. Why do you want to use these punitive bail conditions to put him in the what we call it yourself?
So it's looking like he's going to spend another night here. So you may have to go and return tomorrow. What is likely to happen tomorrow when you come back? In fact,
as a family, we have tried severally to prevent the party faithfuls and members from marching up here. But from now, from the look of things, we have no any other things again to do. In fact, by tomorrow, I'm sure, in fact, the police should be prepared. They should be prepared because they will have a lot of work to do here tomorrow. Because if the party members want to come here, nobody is going to prevent them from coming here. If they want to march up here, they will march up. If anybody who call it a citizen of Ghana want to march up here, we will support them to come here. We are not going to prevent anybody from coming here. Not until they release our brother, because he has not committed any what we call it a sin. If he has committed a crime, please give us the charge sheet. Charge him. Take him to court, and then let you and our lawyers will meet in court. It's as simple as that.
Thank you very much. So Vivian, that was a brother to
was performed, and yet she's back.
We just saw the man came here with her bags, her luggage, and everything. They were very sad. What happened? They said she has passed away. Here are her things. We didn't understand. She just passed away at the airport. At the airport, yeah. That's what we heard. We didn't hear about everything. There's nothing. Later on, they said they came here with medical reports. We don't know where they get the medical reports from.
They told us our sister is dead.
Did you talk to her?
I talked to her. I entered inside the room. I hugged her and I asked her, "Are you the one that? Are you my sister, real sister?" She said, "Yes, I'm your sister." The
National Hajj Task Force members, Alhaji Amadu Sorogo and his team, they are here. We're not sure what exactly they are coming to say to the family members. The lady herself is in the room having a meeting with them. We're standing outside here to wait and see what comes out of that meeting.
Mistaken identity, alhamdulillah.
Can you explain how that means?
Yeah, I mean, we finished. The most important thing is that the lady is alive. We are.
But you see,
everything is over.
I told someone is dead and the person is back, and you say mistaken identity. You have to explain how did that mistaken identity happen? The Hajj Task Force.
This is administration. Talk to him.
There were two patients there. One from who had a tourist visa, and the other one went with us. But by then their passports were not with them. So the one, I buried the thing. Yeah. So the one with the tourist visa passed on, and then they mistakenly gave it to this one. And then usually when it happens, it is the embassy that takes control. So the embassy issued the certificate. Then we knew that one was gone and one was still on admission, and that was the record we have. So not doing.
We just saw the man came here with her bags, her luggage, and everything. They were very sad. What happened? They said she has passed away. Here are her things. We didn't understand. She just passed away at the airport. At the airport, yeah. That's what we heard. We didn't hear about everything. There's nothing. Later on, they said they came here with medical reports. We don't know where they get the medical reports from.
Did you see the ghost yesterday?
I saw her in my eyes.
And it was not a ghost?
She's not a ghost.
You saw her when she arrived?
I saw her yesterday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We are sitting here talking. When we saw her, she came with taxi.
From where?
From airports. So I asked my sister that, is it not Ajia? She said it's Ajia. But Ajia is dead. Last Sunday we make everything. We make Adwa do anything to her. So now where Ajia come from this time? So we shake. We ran with her and see and hold her. Ajia, is it you? She said it is me. I didn't get because I'm not feeling well. So we can't understand.
Well, so members of the Hajj Task Force team has come to this house, and they are in the room. They're having discussions with the family.
In the case of Akutia, the clerk to Parliament was served a process on the 3rd of January 2025 with an order of interim injunction from a high court in Koforidua. This order was served through the legal office of the Parliamentary Service. The order directed the respondents, including the clerk to Parliament, indicating that they are restrained from proceeding to call, admit, register, swear in, recognize, gazette the said Ernest Kumi as the elected member for the Adekye constituency. At the time of the receipt of the order, the Parliamentary Service had already completed the process of registration of Ernest Kumi as member-elect. This is precisely because the first writ of elections that we received, Ernest Kumi was part of that process. So we received writ of elections in respect of Ernest Kumi. And without the pendency of any suit, any process, the Parliamentary Service, in compliance with due process, had to register the member. So we did so. Subsequently, it has come to our attention. There's a restraining order of a court. Restraining not just the member, but the clerk to Parliament from proceeding with the registration from proceeding with the members' participation in the election of the Speaker. This is a matter that honorable members ought to know, since it is a court order. Listen to me.
The protocol conundrum that we politicians keep giving to people is also increasingly becoming a challenge to us in this country. And to quote the Honorable Dr. Kumbo, who had said previously in other public domains, until you are injected by an incompetent doctor or nurse for you to die, that is when you will know that we need to begin to advocate for fairness and equal opportunity and access for people. Mr. Speaker, just this morning, I was asked by a journalist within this precinct of Parliament that he wants to know that are we waiting, or for how long will we wait until when a president wins an election in this country and the opponent goes to court just to challenge that person unfairly and to just deny that person that right that is due him. Mr. Speaker, in order not to sound prejudicial, I refuse to comment on the matter, but I want all of us to take
now the turn of Adekye.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the issue of addressing sanitation in this country is one that requires a comprehensive approach that involves the government, NGOs, the communities themselves, and companies. Mr. Speaker, we've been talking about reducing open defecations in certain communities. But the question that mostly we need to avert our minds to is that when
Anopeya Ernest Tukwenra obedu anopeyi ta anopeyi no se nakoma ayeneya ntomo de ko hospital or Leicester Hospital omu di hospital no afede obudu so sini so a eyeden enko na na yere ko tire ba no se ade na mo so obudu so sini kun so eyeden enko ntini kun de watona na mo se do tina yete ya yete no who need a course about 2 weeks. Then one less go back with your parents. I'm also as it be seen a coin. Until money to be for a day. A buy. Who need who not check a crack. Yashra the Cassiapa, Pilla, if you go back. kana ere tuno enye pia goto na tuno ya bra bomu na ede da so go yo for ba ko pa na waka wiye ono obesi yo for na so se lo ngata so ere efim de bu se no die e se no ye de da so bia e no da so bia bra bo
that we had lost our younger brother, Honorable Ernest Kumi. But I didn't believe it. I just thought, in this our politics, sometimes people put out all sort of things. So I just thought it was. And then I got another message that said, Leader is serious. It's true. It's published by Joy News and other credible. The caucus of the NPP minority has been struck by this sudden summons to our brother to the parliament above, referring to our brother Ernest Kumi of Akwetia. Speaker, we are in touch with the family, and as it is customary, at the appropriate time, Parliament and its leadership shall be informed. This information under Order 92 must not be seen and construed in terms of any constitutional imperative. It is very informal. And just to say that, for the avoidance of doubt, the necessary requirements that may trigger any further process is properly outlined in the Constitution. The Speaker, we are aware that our respected brother who has been summoned by the Lord above, who presides over the Parliament above, left a family, a wife, and children. I am, through this medium, expressing on behalf of the caucus condolences to the bereaved family and to the people of Akwetia who found him worthy of
But Umia is known to be a liar. Yes. And Oshe internet, the greatest liar in Ghana now is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Because your friend is an airport. Airport from some Bissino, and then what I can tell you, Debbie. Also, Obaya correcting, and yet Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. No. You can't say that. Debbie. Obaya said, "Obi true for." Debbie, no, you made an emphatic statement. Obaya, no, Emanin Obi true for. Emfa asem insheni panama. No, I won't allow that. Debbie. Asem na o kan she na no enya asem a ono no kan be emphatic about it. Ayin fa ni Mahmoud Bawumia koka say ayin fa no koka it's in one kind yere Akufo-Addo ana koka no tie o body din tie o body a tie dem is a liar in addition to MPP communication o se na nado enso ya trofo no, guess yours. Some strategy say move chichi bibia dia so ayeru Mahmoud Bawumia enye juma Dr. Mahmoud. Oh, if you know the good kwa enye juma me come watch say if na mo ahihye omutim say mo di begu no enye juma
oh empeni se onipa wu an techere man pro na fi otiasefo nti yakai yenuabema Honorable Ernest Kumi ene de ase yakɔ journey kakra if we say a first day of Parliament ene ehu dare ene amanso yesha ino ehu nchemu ensese nku swaye if we say na konwa no na mentime ho ase abaso di ananti mu a bedru ne submissions ahodo a oyeye ewo Parliament ene sedia enra emrache bedwa fiefo edom kuma ba no dani openyi onwonyafo apenyo market edi tudwa ema edom dodo ba no dani ewura mama yarga nso fo aso a onum ni se ene speaker for the day yes sadia yenyina yensori asetena so ende honorable benahiafo nti enura no omutwa wo masetena ne so a bia ende omobekwa akoto aso na yekoso ama ebusua shedding ene yakọ enkomo wo ho nso ayibedi nti ibedi ni nyina kan dwuma no eho na yak manekra nso nanti eni due ene amane hunu demi fedue IMF executive board yesi o ma approve say Ghana o ma ba fourth review o mo behwe ye nkrata mu no nhyehyɛ na eni o mo koye no bibia deda na kwa mu kama inti no wo mo chese $370 million the next tranche no saa na sika no mudru tie ebeba inti o mate ase o mo be disperse amayin na abato ne ho manso ne ho ntonto ablekuma north die MPP ni no mame akua wusu afie wasaman isi odi isi court se court nhwe na saa na montu se isi se okoye rerun adekye fie da no polling station be yedunkuno omunsan koto no osime ma court nso so isi so memo nhwe nanim kra de o ka no eni nyina so nti court em broskoto na asem no eni ni o ka no ni isi ni nyina emfa ento baby na eno nti eno na ohwehwe yebehwe se benya ho nkomo adi na fe enura ye ni Mustafa Salam di nkomo a na ebifa kane buffer stock epeni Abdul Hanan ne se omubeyi no Mustafa ka chese o wa meet bill conditions no enanso na power na ebo ye no chese bill ne die enura no mutimi mitiye awia be donko ho baabi aye ka che omu se be no nwotwibirim anadwo no nwotwe enka omubeyi Hanan nanso ni nyina enura no so omu anyi no ti odaso ewo ho ena be count aye 14 days awo yoko akache nti yebehwese ene na busuafo bi di nkomo na yahwese ebenya MPP fo ni bi nso mo be kai eye ononyamfo Ernest Kumi ye woso na ne di sisi ayi die brene ko nti yebekọ yenuanom iho ako experience ene adom ena ono ne die no ahweyi ka ho ahweyi nka ho omo yetre the triplets odi omunam kokuado nso di nyame ama na nyina akosi hɔ a mema moache ya odo yes me ahwe ne de adom three brothers and sisters ena nyame ama nso one brother mine bronu kumase na mo ho tesen
adom na hu mo bo
se no ano akaya
kwame danka se yekoda yeso ne yaso se eno ye neme bi a Yankopon mysteries ni bi no hu na be ya obeda na woni tiri so hu na be ya just yeso yekoda yeso ne yaso
ya ba de ni mani sa di achi woni yate obi ani bete no no na masase foforo so
lewon so se fans ye danti o sore no wewu ebe ne ya papa kwajo nkanzei yes rinso enye de ye be ye ne den ya no oni alaji interview na video no na
video no na aba no mabo amahwefo nti me mpese meka ho hwe ma bi na o ka se ohun se haji eba she came out of the taxi ni ade no ti me de mabo
na ba kuno su bisa say hey Ajia, is it you
or it is me?
So you are not dead?
I didn't dead. Haji Ankwan is free taxi.
Yes.
Nti yema channel 1 for credit. Yoko die no ye fa channel 1. Sada na Haji ade ni nyina anso ye fa channel 1. enti channel 1 credit yeda mo ase
yeah bi otonkra koma obi a wafa ne baba na oba na wo no mpeso beba so ukodia ka kire ya bo bi say baby wo wu enti o me no o si wo wu o si o wu ya me si wo wu
na se wa wo o kwakwado de o me ya de se ya ba ya wo sem so shi kwaku
o ma so me kanye se wo di bi wo wu ya wo wu se me si wo wu ba
ani wa fa bana ka wa enka ni pa be papa mommy enko ye be ye ni day
yes so clarify sense do be interviews be say no about percentage of the be share na percentage for mischievous na yes na tie but it's good say you nuanom de buy na fi wa clarify see na na asem na tie
so we de ni fiefo ana kasanya wo na wo ka de ni fiefo kan ye ene de omu hu ye na omu aka no nti omu anjaje
me mo
papa
me ko tikete ka ye di amamo monfa ase bia ni obi eti omu njaje omu George wia na omu
ye de wo ho
because enu a full circle say enti nkrata na e de baaye UTV ene mi honorable Alhaji the proverbial Alhaji ABF say why na e kan asem no kure be de enye no kure na ye hwehwe say de court for bro for facts ya na ye ama
de see ye na ye pese
ye de tudwa
nti asan we ye de atudwa nti momfa madam
eno ano no ene sister onso five
ayu ene na ne ma memfa na say de ye kan Ernest Kumi asem yi areho na chronicle de asem wanwa bi aba ewo ahasei na ewo kratafa etoso miensa anopa chronicle ba amane say areho sembi na asem we de ono kra no ohunu se de obesi aka no dan de ode aba wa hasei no ene o chese wo mo no wo mo de o masoto fom pa no mo kotietie mu a wo mo de aba wose aposifo a wonom ewo fraumantem abusua wo mo a crime officer ho na superintendent make omarebu achi wose na no adwada wo mo de akire akwa pie mu wo ba bia wo mo akwa hu enipa wo bi aye ne dom anase waku no na wo mo asie na asem nim kire mu enie wo kire se sa abre ya ye kasa die ade a yachi enipa no wo mo keka bo enipa maako nsia na yachi wo mo na baabi omo ekọ ya posi panyini eye superintendent make omare boachi edi animu adwada yi ekọ ya mo ko hu ye no wo mo hu enipa ye ku wo mo maako miensa na emu baako na de wo mo ko pie baabi kro no a enam so ma hu mienu na ka baako no ho ama na ye sa miensa no asem ni nyina nie wo chese sa nipa miensa yi emu baako eye fetish priest ena ye wo ai se konfo ene oba konfo omo mienu ena sabre yache wo aka enipa enan ne ho ama wo aye ensia etu omo boa ama hwehwemu akoso na chronicle oba ama ne se afi etwa mu afi mpinu ne aduonu enan na ye December da etoso enan 4th December ena abrantie bi a ye frɛ no Nelson Abeyana wanya emfihia aduonu enan na Nelson Abeyana yi wo kyerese na abobese no nson ena wo yira ya na wo mo hwehwe na kiri kwan a wo no ehunu enti saa December da na etoso 9 no wo mo twen ya ma ne dru December da etoso edu enson na kyese wo mo de nafu amaako dumiensa ena to so twen ye se abrantie de ebia na wo kɔ ne namfufuo bi wo anase wo kɔ baabi enti saa da no na mo kɔ ye kɔ bo aposifo amane ena mo kyese abrantie no wayira enti abra mo kɔ bo amane ewo local police station na local for no e de call regional crime criminal investigation department CID for no ho eti CID for no de wo mani to fom efiti ase se wo mo ye hwehwemu e de afa ho saa hwehwemu na wo mo eye no wo mo ninamu a ene wo mo se hwehwemu na wo mo ye no wo mo de apostifo wo mo hwe uniform ena CID for na ya empre bebre no nta nhwe uniform enti wo mo ye mo hwehwemu a wan hwe ya wo hunu so ye posi ni ena wo ye saa hwehwemu no ampani nuane ampa ena enam so ma wo mo chi enipa miensa no ye fra baako Bejo Courage dodo na fra no gidifo wanya 25 years ene ye chi wisdom adido wono anya mfihia aduasa baako ene ye che era ana abaya bese aduonu baako e friend Augustina fiawo yigwe na Augustina ana omo chese one wisdom no omo susu se one wisdom ne twempena nti mpena twinimu ana chese enam so ma sa Nelson anyanai wo mo akwakoku no wo mo ku no no mo tam na mu no anope mo fa ncheme wo mo twitwa aye nti wo mo twa ne ti ene ne kon no ene wo mo twa ne mu ene wo mo twa ne nsa no ene mo twa ne sere ene wo mo twa ne nan nti ni mu sei no wo mo ede ko ba bia eho no wo mo susu se eho no eye obi aso ne ye so sa aso ne ye no so no ni ti no wo mo sie no nko ne kon wo mu sie no nko ni mu se no wo mu sie no nko ne nsa ne nsa ene ne nan no so wo mu sie no nko na ne sere no so wo mu sie no nko enti aba wo mu ko pie mu ewo eho no na chese ne body ne de wo maskata ne nyina wo manfa ne nyina nsie baabi baako na wo mu ko ya wo mu ko akoton enipa na wo makunu no wo mu ton no 7,000 Ghana cedis ene wo mu de ema konfo no ene konfo ba no na eno no oche se de omuti ton edema wo mo no ba bi omukoton sa enipa no enipa piensa ene wo ho Noah Glo wanya 42 years afa Johan Glo wanya 27 years ena John Glo wanya 40 years ena omo je 7,000 Ghana cedis ni free omo na so apostle ko dru ba bi ya asone ye so no a wo mu tutu ahwehwe abrantie ya wawu Nelson no na mu no ena omo ko hu emu mienu eka ho etisese emu na baba ye miensa ye bi so omo kire se an ya asone so no ompapa awu ompapa na digya wo mu omo do omo nim se enipa mienu bi awo ho etisa abre ye ayeka se de omo guso a omo ye hwehwe mu so na mene ye kwapem no Thematic bedwani onu nyamfo Samuel Wuku ye sanmrani se Samuel Wuku na ye ne no eni enkomo honorable we dey yentumi eni agro yakọ eni shedin
ya ina ye so ye shedin me mo achen we fidie so anope
ye je oso monti asemode kra na okra de ye ti oti wachi pe wo mrachi bedwa fie
no correct
nti what say ni saying
ama just an edika ma mentia wetie for na me ma ebusia etie yakọ me ma Ghana man yakọ na me ma NDP amani oko so yakọ na ekoketwa e wo mrachi bedwam so no me ma minuanom so yakọ me ko akopie fiada no pa na me wo ho ofia no pa na Ghana mampeni abedi echa otu franka MIPP wa abatwa eko 2024 Dr. Mahmoud Baumia FM so make me afifia no pa mea bonkomo ba kumienu bi ti me koye no kaso eso hu Kumi Ernest Kumi na onene so shem komo bi asia ese omutimi ewie efa court nyama na etete ne kon fitimra odi nkunim ewo abatwa ye court 2024 ni
okay
inti me na msi o ene ma me mfre Kumi ema no sinanim na me frɛ Ernest Kumi na mze onia onman so opeso hu no so okay ene me ntwan wo ho na oba osimo fifiaba na mse okay na me de me sa wo be before for concern ne omra na me obon point wi a na wa frɛ me ye sia wo kro okay oba one Dr. Baumia ko wie omonkomo die no frɛ na mse o me wo program bi ase ewo East Legon hono nti na oma me wie na me frɛ no so nkomo no worries wakwa ko wie ni ehu hia ne de me no ebehia so fa frɛ na mse o me wie ni ameye nti on de adwoada na ye hia o ma se bedwam na omonkomo na omokodi ye no yetimi ato aso
nra joyi
nra joyi so ka chem se o kotakrade ono na ye nuanom mienu no mokoboa MP for afia de ono abo ya oboama na ya oboama program bi o takrade technical university
okay
timimpo kwa no na me film se na Ekade Technical University. You could now more CCA, I think it's a TESCON program, it's a TESCON women program. I make from Sena TESCON women's program. Now, MP will be invited here. We invite MP for Aquatia, MP for Upper Denture, Rudolph, for not to say, ye other young colleague, ye na ye so ye fair backbenchers for.
Okay.
And another person. Now, I'm a Kajan on the Omba. And after for the MP for Bosome Fair.
Okay.
In today, after Friday, now, Kumikasa, they set off for Takrade. Into a Mokoye program, I think Saturday, and they stay there Saturday, and it is Sunday, and then so Muna see more they do kind. The number I train with me who know a year and run. National Kazan, Commoni Biwa, and I see a twason. Yes, me abo. Fan your car, Menina crowd part the move phone, Nesufia, than was that. So, or catch a Mampenia, that so. To a baby or now or no think of Jim from and Rant here in Kitwani or Massive German or a young MP. If I have a fan, yeah, then I call Jim from a what one thing. I have a podcast when you're betraying some boys, no, yeah, but now because you come on the more, Missiano Joadanoa. Now you're senior stress and communing a phenomenal program. Yeah, it's no, me one of me na me call me phone so to be 12 because now the kokuma no pano koye there.
Okay.
Na me could see me man ketwa ni wo fie because nkola no just say no what me say ya makwan. Nkola be na go fie. Na so ene me see o mo fie na fe makoti samu akoma se be. I say me hear me phone so say calls me be any messages. Ko share ya say ye ni ano on the year. Na say in the years and Conipenonia.
Obi a woni na kasa fie de ya ka.
Onyare enye se na obeni me kasa ko atan ko program. Omo akọ ni anu miensa na e ka ho akọbo MP for afia. Omo na awi asa abedun kan. Ntinye se ni pa no wakọ yare oda hospital po. Ti ya se na no kreni na be ma ye mre.
Monko se.
Kreni because me tene makunya na ona ye ultimate direct me very na kweti star boy na ya me boy ne mane so we piapim not ne akweti ade ya sign bi a friend non aggression treaty says me the yes ye mi no de akweti ane ya piapim not no ya sign pact ya ndi entokwa ma ye ntem da
Timothy mo ho ase
enti me tene makunya bia no one of the onye one ona mani hwe ne direct ya me tene makunya bia na nti bibi ono ma ese bi about ma.
Hello Kabo. Hello. Oh. Honorable Samuel Kwa Homano Ajefe Ensa. We de Kafra munyina mo be fe no na so be fe ne pa any Honorable Samuel Kwa Kwapem no Thematic Shebedwani na ene no edi late MP Akwatia Honorable Kumi enho enkomo no kwaku yenkwe se osanba.
Okay, yeah. It was the Mafa delegate.
Osanba kwaku ko se yese wasiamba.
Okay.
Honorable ko se ahoma no gifiri yensa esu ne dɔɔso ko se yakɔ due.
Nti ya Ukrainian no na ye nuanum nyina no ade na apa se apa epusa se we never saw it coming. But ade ba kwa na committee ase no kan ene emere mfida me so the commander for free cheteme every day court fee say you
enkrofo ben no
fee say you winning na battle obeka akotia mpeso aso no sepia no case na nam court every day Kumi court enya high court oku ini no kwa kofa consultant bia na obo ami aye foundation for me constituency as an MP and no so no you see the same consultant nipa na wie me die no intina afi no si ade no so die no points and me kwa na be catch consultant so say sometimes of friend million na ya onya na me million na so I say some court So they may sure that by end of July, no, that time, no, na, yeah, for Senate Niaba form. Now with me, Yamre, Edia, in a constituency a day. You know, a bedi massive journey. The media power friend and media when you be. And media friend. So when you 1 whole month in Port, me they drain a man for when to make it. Because not the piano you're trying to walk up. And winning ye and a do me a court at some and a contempt. Not the lawyer say charging or not say I could be a high court. See, it do be not to say not pressure not Dawson. Oh, many answers. The baby not in the pressure not Dawson. And so, me now when I mean, sir. He was a perfect gentleman. On your beer, over the community beer said any problem. He was one lively person, good communicator. On dear term and yenipa, he will make his point. Yeah, sure, dear. This is a beautiful flower. Yati at a time, Sebe, and Senka, Nanka, Mren, so thank you, it is our flower.
And no dear, Yamina name said ya okay, no, me now, Yamin said. Now, and run, yes, most sorry in Tem, Parliament, HR sitting on it so. And no, a funny affair, you know, of course, we don't call that order. Tiekosia or chamber honor, no cranny, both the minority and majority, even though none may die and him no Dawson. We should move that ne wolfie honor. Now, a bad thing, she beat me at deliberately on issues. Yeah.
And see, speaker, a buyer, a bomb pie, a free vote and proceedings. Ye share and ye see Fiada go through, you know, this is the will be friend of minute of the last time. Ye no minority leader Gina Kokitwana name a day assembly to just a bridge abo a year minority Kokitwani. Yantia Sempa. Yemiano Adani Big Kunso Sano Pana. See, I'm a bridge aboying. No craning a meaning. See a cassie bit matna sa a viano, enya dream pa, enya kukudro, edi aboa, ku kesieno, am yet me de abaniema, aye jumao, a demoa, a bay diamine.
Okay.
You know, yena no onoko benkrum, majority for Nisujitum, a sosonota, Omunia, a minority leader, and a minority for a chief. Emma. Yena jitum se na baby jinano afi na na ade na asi foforo nti se ye kokwohwehwe abusia si ye kohu baby na ye de ni anoka na ye de ne kwakwa akose na se na si ye suspend sitting na na wie imom no ye timiesha ti na no pay ye ya ahoboa se ye mo bi so no beko abusia fie akoma kunafo na maso so yakọ
Ewa kwetia na enkran ha.
Beye enkran.
Okay. We are say enra munanti a minority mu yese mu be nanti akọ yoko and so in solidarity with Abdul Hanan so amaso.
That's no correct. It's answer you see no it takes precedence over everything.
Okay.
For yemo no ye nyare so ye ntiapo ye number na ye e watch. Na from us and you move back account.
We them from a bonny pa by election sooner ebebe.
I know say and it sounds also say oko the book of Ecclesiastes or say me can or protocol na me ya me dia batwim.
Okay.
Say no one can anticipate the time of disaster like a fish caught in a cruel net. Or a bird caught in a wicked trap. So a human's caught at a time of calamity when it suddenly falls upon them. Also, being who beat me in a near boot a dark breachery ever bono. Or say, it is a impata on wonsium na in conson yino.
Okay.
And after a normal on them, we could see diaso na efidie a yino. Sesa na ehu any breach ebonipa emran any na so say EPC nti anose
Monka fra na musu nyina so megidi se mo beboabo am ho for by election because as a your constitution now am my time I di betwa adwadwo awie ebiti awam
no de me sure say be party mpani in sinkonya.
Okay.
Yemono yewo akweti asesa abeda ye ni yesan wa blikuma nofa party no so san edwen. These are not good times for the New Patriotic Party. But Sana emze nyini ye die sosote.
Okay.
Obi can ask you take the high with the low. Yankopon maya kokudoni anwoden na the various steps that ye nim no. Wabwaye ni etimi so no. Emra yinu so no jai hokoi. Etimi so sisi na chiye.
You. And couple ya beda asiano pay.
Meda sepa.
Yeah. Honorable Samuel Ekwapem no Thematic shebedwani na Okakai ninua Ernest Kumi no. Yankwa.
Yeah, pictures. Mafa daily guide na kratafa etoso miensa aha na megina eye adwumaku akọ man Ghana mo a eye sika akọ ho adwuma engineers and planners omo atumi akọ akonya besia omba betu eye sika akọ ewo oman Ghana mu na bank analysis ka krabia kese ma om se sika ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development EBID na sa jumeyi omukwa akudino ewo Black Voter Gold Project na chese yesu baakon ehu ena sika akọ apie ena musaka sika opepepem $100 million eno ena omode kwa akudi sa jumeyi akwa akutu sika akọ na afi ama Ghana sika akọ eso ye wono etumi emu etumi apege onche sa jumedi etumi baso sika akọ my Ghana ewo no hantichemu miensa eba abeka sika akọ my Ghana ewo hu ena afi de enya wo mu no ode cotton no na je se beye 150 tons ena my Ghana ebetumi enya na etumi epege sika akọ hu nsem no etumi akonanim na se sikai a omanya no dwumedi omba omukodi ye no anase bra wono musa ehye krata ase na fi sika no hu nsem etumi akoyie no pani otena dwam eye kane pani ana ohwe Ashanti Gold dwuma no Sura Sam Jonah na okasa no se ono de wapre aka emre bepre atwam se my Ghana sika akọ Nyankopon de ache ni fagudi ahodo no e wo se yan yitu yade na nkwese tembia no brebia no ohoho ba na mum yen kwa kodi pa e wa adwuma na se ayen yete asase so na no na Owura Asamjo na kyerese dwumadie ono na adwumteni na de ma ne ye ne de ne se we eye abakwasem kese pa na we eye nsen na ho a ebeda ho ama my Ghana na aye hwesudua aye hweso e de ama my Ghana esanse Owura se Jonah ekira sese no we eye company dikan a otu sika akọ ni kese mu a ni nyina oha 100% yese ni nyina adwumakuo ni nyina ohoho bia nsenim ni nyina ye Ghana ni ede ne no na ochese adwumakuo eye engineers and planners Owura Ibrahim Mahama edano no omaya ade pa no de ne de sanse ohyase kan fie bebreni se my Ghana ewo se etumi esoro waka na yeri ye ho eye adwuma ade ye ho se yenya yebetumi ekukuru yen adeso ne yasoa na enye brebia ene betam ye nchense akọ adwama so akosrese yema bibi emfa emeye adwuma ewo my Ghana mto gidi se de akoso no eye pa no se ade ba akọ wo mo no so eye ne de ne se ECOWAS Bank for investment in so bibre matoy ene sikeye free yanko IMF ena yanko ba bi foforo na mum ya ye ho ene yatumi enye sika de ba be di se adwumen to kire se na mum ade ba akọ mu ne se ewo se ehwe na eye ne yiye na afi yetumi eye enhyehyɛ yiye na Ghana manma etumi nya adwuma wom na Ghana manma so etumi tumpon ewo yan ya sase so enye se brebia me kɔgye visa akobi man so akɔ akɔpɛ de medi o kyese de ebe de edi adwuma na eba de adwuma ba so a na Ghana manma na adwuma no eba ema o sanse Ghana ni na etumi aya ni nyina ye Ghana ni de na Ghana manma so ebetumi enya adwuma na no na Owura Ibrahim Mahama ono na sa adwuma eda na bam no ekire se oba behwe na se de be ya nhye nyina ebekoyie na gold no ombetu no motu ne kasie mu sanse bia omahu se gold ho mba betu no so mutu no ye na ekoyi a gold no ounces no anase said the studio na kire no 163,000 enom betumi enya efiri mu afibia ne no ebeboa pa masika akọ honsema ewo oman Ghana no atumi akwenji we abakwasem abayensen na wo se gold eba betu sika akọ betu oman Ghana mu ba ko a engineers and planners eba betu no ye kese pa large scale mining na oman Ghana ni na Ghana ni ba ene ba be adwuma ya oho bia ensa enim
mafa daily graphic de obokrata no krata fe to so dumiensa ena maba begina asemu e wa ha na wo chese ene ukopie mu e wo Jubilee House wa ensachaye bi akoso e wo ho a eye abambofo ensachaye ene sen se uko Jubilee House a won mo hihye bi eda ho se asojafo ena titiri pa ya wo mo ebo mampanyi ene na tena konwa wo bo won mo ban e wo ho ene enim se soja adwumanim no so no ye wo ahodo ye wo mo nam wiem wo mo nam asase so wo mo wo ensuom ene sede ya cheche mu no ene sede si etie na no wo kire se we eye 44th guard changing ceremony ene nra ekoso e wo Jubilee House mampanyi na nkasa ena ogire mu e ma saa dwumadie yi ekoso na ye hwe wo mo na wo wo ho a na eno eye Air Force wo mo a asojafo a wo mo ewo wiem ena na wo mo ebo ban ewo Jubilee House ho enu nti enra no na wo mo braso se o mbese se o mukuku no o nkaka afiri ho na wo mo ese so o mo ba we no army wo mo ye adwuma wa asase so ana o mo bo ban wo ye asase so no wo mo ena sabredie wo mo eko no makwakofa no mabo Jubilee House o mampanyi ena na tena nkonwa no wo mo ho ban wo ho eni nti enra ena Air Force for no koye ansa na Air Force for no eba no wo ma no mu wonsuom na ewo ho nti akamya ye se busumi miensa bia no asoja for no wo mo sesam na wo mo aba obi aba so a wo de ne expertise eba de wonim ye ene se de obesi aye ni yi ama mampanyi bambo atimi agina ne na so no eti enura no wo mo asesa ama wo mo hwa asase so na akona mampanyi bo ma ba so yie papa se de wo ma tu omu asi wo na ebra no bi ombeba no wo mo etu wo si wo eye bambo enwo ensem yie e wo Jubilee House wo no obo ma ba so gidi se wo mo ba no so enye we enye de edi kan a wo mo eba bebo ban enti wo mo de nioma foforo wo mbesesa bambo nim ama emu amie yie se de be ya mampanyi atena ye ho no bambo a ye hwehwe no so ebetumi agina ne naso na bi aka omamu ni nyina
meto aso na meda ho elkita democrata eye daily guide na daily guide na edom kuma no ebo amania na se omo echese edom kese anase aban a etisui dwumadie oba aban ye nto aso oba na onua hye bibia ase a obeto aso a ba bia onua ne duye no no ma oman ma na hu aban dada ekoye no dwumadi a wadi na waka ho asem na ekoba se oba na obetu dwuma bi na obeto aso na kase ni nyina wo na aye ya o chese emwa ema de otwemu eko no modern bo bebo ema oman no watumi ehu na de okase eye energy committee member our parliament and as a ranking member honorable Collins Adomako Mensa ena ekase o se ensem bi beda mountain so eye kita onsabusin de toso enan na ensem ne akiremu a oman Ghana enya fanwo ewo atoyemantemu na atoyemantemu fanwo enya ye no osofo ohwe nyamkania eni fanwo ensem so honorable John Jinapo ena obeka asansem no chese de oka no momfa ho emo ema aban otiso na so aban otiso kura ayebia obi na hya ase ena aban we yaba beto aso enti omo ka na o ma chim se na nado danko akufo ado na Dr. Bawumia aban ena hye sa adwumadi no ase ansana aban we eba ebeto aso eban ena akoma discovery anase be bia enya fanwe eho asem ena okan o chese eye afi 2019 afi apema hankro ne edun afi mienu ene edun kron mu ena aban we ehya ase aban etwa mu no ehya ase se otu na wakwa akoto fanwo no chese dwumadi no mudi ne pepepe ema omunya de edi kan sa so na akoma de no so omutuye na eban de no so omutuye na ni nyina no omu etuye asiesie ya na afi omba beto aso edi dwuma no na dwumadi mienu ni nyina afi mpimienu ni edun kron ne afi mpimienu ni edunu baako ena omode sa edi se adwuna se mpimienu no di se adwuma omutu ekoto fanwo no na aka se adwuma no mbesiesie na afi omatu no dodo mu na atumi aboa oman Ghana enti sa aban we aba na oba beto aso na fe dwumadi ne ba bekoso ne etufa nwo no dodo mu a o kire mu no wa kire mu se okay sei e na me beto ye na we nso am so me de aka ho eno bebo mo man ma na hu sa aban ne nto aso no we yiye beduru ha e na we to aso beduru ha honorable Collins Adomako a kire mu a enye se omo je emo no omo nko afa na emum omo de ewo mu no e wo sa aban we kire oman ma ne se we na MPP amanyoku no eye kuduye ana ha na NDC amanyoku no so aba ya to aso eno no mama no behu obi adwumadi a wodi no mekoba se oba na obi ahye dwumadi bi ase na onkwa obefa eho emo no efa de a ekoba sa entwa yi we ye democrata e delegate kratafa etoso ensia
bedaso ekuta daily graphic na daily graphic kratafa etoso edubako na mababegina asamo a wode abawa ha na o chese cocoa board wo mo ekire bibi aye friend of balance scorecard we no wo mo gidi se ebetumi aye nsakiraye ewo wo mo adwuma wo mo eyemu ewo ye ka cocoa efani mu anase cocoa industry ni mu a wo ebetumi aye nsakiraye titiru eni cocoa board adwumayefo eno nam so amasabre yi de womo akwakobo mo adwa wa asantemantam a womo ekyerekere womo ho na sa balance scorecard no wo bia tumi ahunu niewom wo bia tumi atiase na womo nyoma womo nhyehyeye ade bia womo ye no womo timi aye na womo aye ni yie na sa de we a womo eye no womo hwe ni mu se eden sakraye bebre ebeba e womo adwuma ye mu afei adwumayefo no empanimfo mu akanie mu akontabuo afei ekwan esese wo mo ebua akuafo e wo sa kwan ni nyina so na we no no mo chese wo mo hwe ni mu se wo mo betimi aye regulations ahodo a ebeboa ama akọ fomfom na akuafo no wo mo nsa ka de esese wo mo ka ebio enioma ahodo bebre wo ho a wo mo hwere wo kwoti sensuo abra enipa dasani enetumi tenase na oye nhwe han na ade no na esene nti sesika anase bia fertilizer ho ade a ubehu ahwem na aba besene se e bia cocoa seedlings na yedua na ebefefe kakra na yebeton yebekwa kotintim cocoa no a hwem na aba besene we mu nyina ye nioma hodo bia wo mo kotenase adwendwene ho no ahwe kwan obefa so na wasi kwan ewo eho na ensai kwa eni nti wo kire se wo mo hwehwe mu research afei seed production kwa mbefa so na wo mo atintim cocoa afei cocoa health and extension wo mo adwumadi a wo mo die ewo cocoa akuafo ni mu no eno so eyade a wo mo ekọ no makọ akọhwe na dwumadi no ase no eyade a director of human resource Ora Francis Okran wono ekire se akọ say no esafata so obia be na famu die afei ebio wo chese wo mo hia enene gine ye wo se wo mutumi ye nsakiraye ensakiraye a ebetimi aboa ma wo madwuma wo ye no emfaso aba so Ghana fo ahunu ne ekoso enkontabuo bebam afei se obi nye n'adwuma yi a ne nyina ne kwan so wo motena so wo ye nhwe han e wo so mutu anamon efa ho etihia wo makwakohia ne nyina no ene se wo mo pese wo mo sesa cocoa board enioma ekoso ewo ho no esesa na ya de papa na ye ka wo ho asempa na enioma papa so firi mu ba na akuafo so anya so emfa so
metwa so na democrat amafe the inside kratafa tosumienu aha ena oswafo a ohwe ya gudie ho ensem so honorable Kofi Adams idi ena ekase na Boteman eye baabi a Ghana esiesiye na African Games no yede eyeye na asase tama aban ekoje ye mekira aban etwam ekoje ye esisi enioma adan ne ade baabi a yidi agro ahodo ewo so eye multi sports complex no oyeye na asase no eye eka no makomako oha na aban ekoje ye na oswafo ekirem a eka no makomako aduana miensa na aban etintim adan ahodo ewo so na yesa ka eka no aduonum miensa 53 na akada ho edema eye aban na obeye swafo ya okọ aprobo na okoto se asase 53 acres na akada ho no eye eka aduonum miensa akada ho no amanfo afiase esi adan ewo so amanfo afiase eye neoma wo so te se asase no omom de no so aban asase a wafa ye adwuma wo so atwa bi ato nkae aka no na edom akwakogusu a omusi adan ebi ye omusi dan eton na ebi nso omusi no mu atenam ne no na honorable Kofi Adams ekire so obesre omomudi sa adwuma no munyai esanse nyade a obepene so amana koso esanse
eya asase da ho ma Ghana daachi yagudi hu nsem ye betretire mu na se school kura se de African Games penifo kan se nka ombe school ni ade kura aka ho no aban ntoaso nti se nko betumi atoaso kura asase na aban ebefa na watumi ede atoasa adwuma no so enti omo efa asase na bokofi adam se omunya esanse nya ade a ombetena ho ahwe mu nhwehan eye mebunu daachi eye akudie daachi ema oman Ghana enti no se wuni tumi krata dia eden confession se aban age e de ato se dwumadi a oba bidie ni na se nipa akofansa se esi dan ton mu si ekwakotem ne ade nyina no obi ani asase ne mu ohun se da ho dia na eche se okwa akofa na oyeso adwuma nanso ena hokwa e asase aban age e de ato enti the inside katafetos minu honorable sports minister chese wa wakwa akofa bi ni jai esanse omon tiwa omobeto
Mikuta Chronicle da Obokrata ma bi mfimfin ha ode onmonyamfo Haruna Idrisu wono eyo soafo a wo hwe enwomesua so ode nimfo nyina to ha ana ode owura apia kusi adomako Esquire West Africa Regional Director for CAT we CAT International enkran ha say na opanyi ana CAT International wo ye think tanks a wo hwe nwomesua nioma a ekoso na CAT fu na nsei wo makasa pa asamba ko wo de ababetu edwa WAEC mechira West African Examination Council ekwan a wo fa so ede wo nsohwe ho enioma titru wo eka na no BCDA ena afei senior high school die West African Senior High School Certificate Examination wo results no ene online said you must see no eno no opanyi kire se ekwan a omofa so ye no ono de okasa ofo so ano oboa eno nti obeka kire ministry of education say won call you to order ontwe won no megina ekwan turom na enioma ne nhihye papa ese so won ye hedi egu ho no won matimi aye ebre bia ye betena se ana ebekwa kwotro nsohwe no wo betia ye se nkwada na awia won mo awia so won wia ye nso a ye se won mo wia ye no kwa results ne ba ye no ebi di aba ebi di ama afei di aba no nso so a wo behu ye se emienu na aba mienu ama di aka ni nyina aba se ye nsia ye se nan aba mienu ama na edidadida mu saa we mu nyina ye nneoma hodo bi opanyi kire se wo mo enhyehyeye no enya de afa kwam ebio wo se aba akoba se no ansa na results no wo betimi access no age so okoto scratch card scratch card no ena wo de akwakọ access wo online no said ye esesa wo ye no enso enka ne nanka sa de we bi ni ho se nipa no ohwe na se eni online no a ukọ school mu ho na ukọ school mu wo pe yetimi ka de anase yetimi de kire mpo ema wo hunu afa de scratch card ebi okra obekọ ye se o ade no kra no portal no eso atwoku enti wo ye ne hwea enye yie age so otwen ema internet ni se agira na so ansa ena wo de scratch card ne bi so a wo towie ya kra wo de kwa enya adwuma age se osan akoto foforo we mu nyina ye nneoma bi a oka kire WAEC se wo mu enyina yie na wo mu nya wo nneoma yie ministry no nkasa nkire wo mu na wo mu nya wo hyehyɛ yie ne kwan a efa so ma results ye kwa hwehwe no enya ade a wo mu fo aso
yeah
bredi adani nti esese ye kodegita emom sa scratch card na wo scratch wi a akade ana akade na ahye eno de enye agurasem
eno ye nka
se wakade no wanyusu ahye sesen se no so bi mu business o scratch card no ankasa ne wo ba bi potin ba kwa yeto no
ba sa no mo hyehyɛ no
hebre bi hey kroma se be makama fodi ni bi o man mu anya krom se bedwo ayo sia temuda
this is June
sakadi
asebe de baye
we openina kasa okasa che WAEC for ebia na de o betimi akasa sabe no mu tumi nka na ministry na mu sabe no nyomo ana mu tonton kase ya openina uni mo mo tonton kase
ya titi o asem se drew enkwada ni wie school
na se no akoto foforo na ahye no akoto
ana ne boss unim say 20 Ghana cedis
tuto mienu a 40
now there kanokra say ukọ na say internet
and I'm so the be enter saying 2 and 3
I'm say 2
yes first one akwala no kohwe baby ani ma mini ho aniji aba osin akwa akọ be bi mu
na wa ye sure e wo say wo san akoto foforo
ansa na time be so ayese corporate
no kura wom ne say nya awofo ni nyina nso na benya saa 20 Ghana cedis no a wo me de beye especially
omu benya kura ye ntu sika ngu basa sa scratch card na sem ne dia afi dia wayek
unim say
mo scratch card ne hun sem ne munye kwogin
ene nkronkuma de enim no once omo ya na omu ni internet omo ye de na omo timi hwe
enti obeba kuro kase em so obehwe akosi obeba besan la bi mutimu san la ya
ya
esum twebo na ade asa no wa sorry
kofi ni omo headmaster no anase bi a teacher ba ko ne betimi atu ne ho asiwo nti wo ma me to 20 Ghana mimi nim ba bia so nim say de
na enti na scratch card omo ne say chewe that ene obi akita smartphone enti smartphone so omo ntimi hwe gi say ene kura cafe si bi wo ho ni
ewo ho
gi say omo ko cafeteria
na ko check
cafe centers no akwa check mi huni say obi akita smartphone yi de no adwuma laptop ne computer ye no na phone yi enti say ma mi ni kita ne smartphone na work for say ye mo nko ade mo betumi ahwa aye ni sa say enye chinchin anche ni say manya computer wo wawra wasi manim but say kita smartphone na
e was so printing
oh akosua na phone o timi print
o be print we
oh sister
enye say minimo ba mi bi sa
we say print cam e di amano cables no adwuma ye no nti bia na obi animado na se ne ba akohwa na no ne ba ya twiri bi kro wo printer ni bi si fie bia na ne computer no oni bi but ne phone adwuma
phone ye adwuma enipa dodo se na wo printer wo fie
akosua ye se ye kɔ digital ne de esese eniama bi wo a ye open enti dwen hu se nipa 10 kra ne wa give them that access menyen se chinchin anche gise me nante ko cafe ansa as a good way of creating there adwuma for cafe for no me ka se create adwuma mo but menyen ma me so am feel se metimi a print ma ade wo fie wo me ne me phone so no eno so nkonkoya ahokyira ade e ma yen wa wadu baby bi atena nchen na birthday ni na ye nra wo musa menye ma ye ni onu so obetimi a print na ade enso ne ho nkyere no
digital no de
digital is about convenience comfort and some reliability
and no mo kan wa
some convenience and comfort ne ma wo
so aye phone so de se ne ebi wo kra betimi a check e wo phone so kama na enso so se be ye
a obe print obe print mo fa mo
na internet no so kra uti anye na se internet no
you was that de ni akọ communication ministry for so say mo so munya mu die because say de ni abre say ye say e digital so ye ni amani bi akikachi en enya anu so nti ne e beka say enya ye nyai sa na computer yi bai ye de enuru ye so afa edu ba ni akachi nti no we have to move along ebinum di AI ni amafe ni ade ye adwi ye internet ho
they say the AI ni di ehu ya
covid na yesi asia ba no monkwe why say obi ani adanse say onso ye nyame ama wo di adanse aka wo de onso nta ani adanse
oh de mami ni adanse
wo di adwo a obesi na na di obesi na na fu nyanya di adanse ni nyina
mami ni adanse we clothing palace
okay
clothing palace na machine up and down sir and my why papa for send this and bit agusia on why clothing palace na ma me why sir na clothing palace owo manume nyina bi e wo ho baby a wo kọ bia de hia ne se obedru clothing anokra na me ka say wo de mpamcho madama mano esi ayiso bo antipe nefa ko obema obibia obebo obodese obema ayi amwase kama wahye watade no so kama ade a wonfa ma wa na so wonya ma empabo nti ko ahye empabo akọ obema atade baabi a wukọ bia de hia ne se nim baabi a wukọ say engagement say wedding say office meeting won executive meetings ne sa anyoma ne wo de bibia wukọ say casual so na wo pa obeya wo kama pa clothing palace no eno no me pa cho hwehwe no ewo Accra one lava enedi udu lava ni mu ha page wani hwa abrosan so sei abrosan na ne lava di hwa ni mu no page wani hwa so abon clothing palace na ewo ho no obe boa kama ne number so de fofofo pacho udi etie ni ye 0271 998313 0271 998313 ofro mo mbeje ofeso kama ya Safini
mo oyade kwaku so ye da si nyame amafo abusia enyamase ye dan ho na akwa aba ye bapa ye beka apomudi asem ene ye si emusa ko satietia covid aba na enye utifie utina ya si esi legon ho na ba ye busa se legon ko a anaga na nyina ye basisia